All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today it's time for a little tuna love on Sunday. But yeah, a friend of mine sent this one in, the one on the right here. This is the Tuna SRPA81J1. Sent it over to the channel for me to take a look at, and I thought I'd seen a lot of tuna watches, and this is one I'd never seen before. There's a lot going on with this one. This is in Seiko's lineup where they're using a lot of ceramics, but this model I do believe is discontinued. They seem like they're kind of hard to find out there. I do think this watch is for sale. I'll ask my friend, but if you guys are interested in picking this watch up, let me know down below in the comments. So I got out my SBN 035 or 06. Anyways, I got out my Quartz Marine Master just for comparison's sake, because I always thought this was a big watch. This comes in at 46 millimeters from side to side, basically the case all the way around, 46, 47 about. And then I got this one, and I was just kind of blown away by the size of it. I mean, this is an absolute beast in comparison to the 035. I mean, look at the size of the watch, the thickness of the case. And what's funny is this is a 300 meter Marine Master watch, and this is a 200 meter. Does that really matter? I don't think so. I think for depth rating, Seiko is kind of, I think they overbuild most of their watches, and they honestly have lower depth rating than the watch can actually probably handle. So, but very nice looking timepiece. So let's talk about this one a little bit more now. Like I said, there's ceramics being used in this watch. From what I can tell, that entire bezel itself may actually be ceramic. It seems to be one piece. And to me, it kind of feels like ceramic. If you guys know that, let me know down below in the comments. But I do believe the whole bezel is ceramic, and I believe this whole case shroud here is also ceramic, which makes the watch lighter probably than it would be if all of that was stainless steel. Size on this watch is insane. Let me go ahead and fire up the caliper here, guys, and I'll show you what we got here. So this, talk about a big watch. You've got a case from side to side of 51 millimeters from side to side. It's going to measure pretty much the same from lug to lug. Yeah, you're at 51 millimeters. Thickness on this one comes in at 13.3 for as big of a watch as it is. That's actually pretty thin. It actually gets thicker out here towards the end of the lugs. You guys can see you're looking more like 16, but it does curve nicely to the wrist. And it's running like all the Seiko Tunas and stuff. It's running 20 millimeter lug openings on this. But I wanted to show you guys the finish on the case. Now, if the case itself is ceramic, let me know. I don't think it is. I think the case itself is stainless steel. But look at this purplish hue that you get from this finish on the case. I think that's freaking awesome. Never noticed this before on a Seiko watch, but the case, it's not my watch, so I'm not going to pull the case back sticker off, but it lets you know that this is a Air 200. These are made in Japan. Like I said, this is a J1 model, ceramic and stainless steel. So it says ceramics there, stainless steel. So I think the case itself is stainless steel, and then you have the ceramics in the bezel and also in this case shroud here. So very cool. This run a Seiko 4R36 movement, which is probably in its latest iteration, which is going to make it a really, really good running movement. 21,600 vibrations per hour, about 40 hours of power reserve, and you get day-date functionality over here, as you can see. Indices on the watch do appear to be applied, as you guys can see, and you do have a step where you come down from this seconds track, the rehout track there. Nice 120 click bezel on the watch. Everything clicks in nicely, and I hate to say it, but in typical Seiko fashion, and in the J models, for some reason, the bezel is just a teeny bit off up there at the top. What we've come to expect from Seiko watches. And for some reason, the J models, I have so many that have the bezel just slightly off there. Nice. This is their more modern rubber strap here on the watch, same as they're running on the 035 here. But I just wanted to show these watches up here close together so you guys can see what they look like, the size comparison. Like I said, I always felt like this was a big watch when I wear it. It doesn't feel like a big watch, and because it's around at that 46 millimeters, it doesn't. This is big. This is big. We're gonna go ahead and throw it here on my 7-inch wrist, and then stick around. And we'll do a Loom shot at the end. But there's the two side by side. But definitely a Seiko showdown. Now, notice the flat crystal on this one. These are both Hardlex crystals, as you guys can see, but this is a flat Hardlex, and you get almost no reflection whatsoever. The Marine Master here has this domed Hardlex crystal, and so you get a lot of reflection off of those domed Hardlex crystals. But let's go ahead and pause it and get this big guy on my wrist here. All right, no doubt this watch is gigantic. It's very, very big on my 7-inch wrist. I think even if you have an 8-inch wrist, this watch is going to have incredible wrist presence. If you're into the Tuna series from Seiko, this might be one you want to look at. It's definitely a beast of a watch. They're using their ceramics in this watch. running a great movement with that 4R36, but man, it is a beast. I wanted to show you guys real quick here, if I can do this side by side of the two watches on the wrist. Kind of crazy like that, huh? So let's dim the lights and check out the Loom. I'm sure we're not going to be surprised with the Loom on this watch. It is a Seiko, and Seiko watches always glow incredibly bright. So let's check it out. All right, so I was wearing my my Breitling, so let's just light them all up. Let's see how watches glow here. Now these two Seikos, the Marine Masters, are probably going to just blow away the Breitling here. Get this is the one we're reviewing, so let's get it lit up the most. But it's always fun to do a Loom shot at the end of the video. So nice Loom from all of the watches there, as you guys can see. Get a lot of glow off them. I think that white dial on the Breitling makes it not seem like it's glowing quite as much, but wow, impressive Loom. So very cool watch, the SRPA81J1, guys, the one in the center there. Definitely a big boy with the ceramics from Seiko. Definitely a cool Pro Specs diver in their lineup. Definitely like what Seiko did with this one. Again, it is a big watch, but man, it looks cool. So, all right, guys, you liked the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.